What's up, YouTube peeps? It's Jeff, and I'm back 1 month in the 2022 Subaru Crosstrek Premium 6-speed manual. Just gonna go over pros and cons I've seen in the last month. I've had every type of weather with this thing. I've had torrential downpours. I've had snowstorms, sunny, nice out. Mud season's upon us now, so that was fun. Thing gets right through it. Like I probably went through a couple inches of mud on back roads, and this thing handles like a champ. Like, no issue to it. I had a snowstorm where it came overnight, and I probably had drifts over a foot in my driveway, and I was like, oh god, this is gonna be fun trying to get to work because I leave for work at about 4:30. So I wasn't plowing at 4:30 in the morning. That thing just right out of my driveway, no problem. Let's see your other pros and cons. Heated seats. I love these heated seats. I have it in one of my other cars, but most of my cars don't have heated seats. And I don't even, it's, again, love the heated seats. Definitely glad I went with the premium over at the base. Like I think I was saying, the base, your biggest things going from the base to the premium is fog lights, heated seats, and I don't think they have, these ones have heated mirrors. I don't think the base has heated mirrors. But like I said in another video, if you want the 6-speed manual, the premium is your premium. Like, that's the highest you can go. You can't go with the sport or the limited. Limited, I think you get a heated steering wheel, and then there's other bells and whistles. The other kicker with the 6-speed is they don't trust you with eyesight, which I had a loaner car from them. I was not a fan, just because, like, even like during the winter, like, they don't plow the best around me, so you're kind of moving a little bit more into the middle of the lane a little bit, I would say, sometimes. And that thing is just annoying as heck. It's just beeping nonstop at you. So for me, it's just another thing to break on me, I think. This one has a key instead of the push to start. Again, something else that can break. I'm closing in on 2,000 miles in a month, so that's fun. Gotta love depreciation. Not right now. I probably could go sell this thing for more than Blue Book right now. It's ridiculous how these cars are selling. Originally I was looking at a used 2018 Crosstrek. It had 100,000 miles on it, and it was going for 4,000 less. 4,000 bucks for, that's, yeah, you might get lucky and get to 300,000 in cars, but I'm gonna say 200,000. So half its life is worth $4,000. That is okay. I think I was saying in another video that I love this 6-speed. It's peppy. I test drove one of the CVTs, and it seemed like it took a little while, like almost like a slingshot. Like it was like, or like a rubber band where it's kind of pulling and then it shoots you. And I just like manuals. It gives me more in tune on the road, and yeah. Average miles per gallon, I've been squeaking around 32.5 to 33, which is way higher than what they were predicting. You know what they say? They say like 26 to 28, which I kind of, for one of my drives, I had a long highway drive to go visit family, and I threw the cruise control on, and the real time just sat at like 19, 20 miles on the highway, and it was just like, what the? And I didn't really notice it for, like, I wasn't really paying attention to it until, like, I noticed that my average dropped down to, like, because it was sitting at 32 before that, and it dropped down to like 25, 26 for the whole trip, and I was like, what the heck? And then I noticed it was, for some reason, however the technology is for this thing, it just dumps for cruise control. Because I turned out the cruise control and it went right back up. I was able to get right back up into the 30s. So it was like, I don't know, maybe they're just the way that it's programmed. I don't know. So I would not be using the cruise control, or if I do, very sparingly. So that's one of the cons. Other cons, I know there was a couple other ones that were, I don't know, like I said, I've only had this for a month, and like I was looking at the brake rotors a couple days ago, they are like super rusted. I've also noticed with all the snow, like it likes to like other cars, like I noticed like usually when you get going, the snow kicks out of it. But I've had it where I've driven the 30 miles to work and it's still like caked on there. I don't know if it's just like the new paint on the rims is just sticking to it, or if it's just that type of paint sticks to it. So I just gotta knock the snow out if I'm going anywhere. I've noticed that kind of messes with the all-wheel drive a little bit because it feels like it's, yeah, just laziness pretty much for me, and making sure I kick snow out of the tires before I start driving. This one's not on Subaru, but I have a like wireless car charger down below here. I'll try to do like, instead of just me talking here, well, I'm going to talk, but I'm going to try to do more pictures of like the exterior and of this thing down here. That's probably going to overlay right now. It's just it's off Amazon. I think I paid like, I think it actually was a pretty penny. I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. But it's a wireless car charger, and just the way that it sits in there, like sometimes it's angled down, so my phone, if I have the maps on, it'll flip it, and then I'm just kind of looking at it upside down. Again, not a Subaru thing, just kind of a thing for the aftermarket thing, company. But it's probably a cheap Chinese company that doesn't care. I know I saw someone ask a question on that thing. They were like, why would you want a wireless thing when you have Apple CarPlay? I don't use Apple CarPlay because my phone doesn't like to plug in. Like if I plug into the connection, it just falls out, or it barely will sit in there. So I always wirelessly charge the phones and everything. So for me, I just throw everything on I have it running through Subaru Bluetooth, and I can run Spotify or whatever I want through it, and Siri talks to me if I have maps going. So I guess the only thing I'm really missing out on is that the maps are on the actual screen, which to me, not a big deal. Like I said, pros and cons. I don't have a whole lot of cons on this thing. Gas prices, but that's everything. I think the first time I filled up, it was like $339 or $340, and that only cost me like $50 to fill up. I think the last time I filled up, it was like over $70 because it's like $429. It came down. I think yesterday I saw it for $402, but I haven't needed gas. Ooh, we're at 2,000 miles. 2,000 miles. Hopefully that actually showed up. 2001 now. Jeez Louise. Let's see if we can actually work here. So yeah, today's just a day of going to see family, going for a drive in the mountains. So I think it's gonna have some windy roads around here. I don't think any dirt or anything. Dirt roads. I think it's all pavement. But I'm sure I can find some if I really want to. Woo. That's my other kicker. So 5th to 6th, like you got to go down like you're almost going into reverse, and I always go into 4th. But again, just learning curve and figuring out. Pretty much for me, like once I get on the highway, I just go 4th to 6th. I don't even, half the time I don't even bother going to 5th because there's not really any need for it for me. Yeah, so like I said, try to get a lot of pictures. It's kind of a gloomy day, but snow up here still. Plenty of snow up here still. yeah, like I said, try to get some pictures so you're not just looking at me the whole time. And yeah, if I think of anything else, pros and cons, or anything I think I missed about the first month of this, I'll come back or add. But yeah. So a couple days later from this video, so there's going to be, between the two videos of the review of the Impreza and this video, it's going to be a little overlapping, but I thought I would add in some more pros and cons or just stuff that I added today. Like I said, I think I said in the other video, I got it undercoated. The salesman said it was supposed to dampen noise. I don't really notice too much noise difference, but I'll take a shot. Hopefully it's panning over now of just what it looks like. I haven't even looked underneath there yet. I just left the dealership and I've been driving home. And also I put the hitch on yesterday. I'll show you a picture of that. It's just a Kurt hitch. I think 1,500 pounds is its max rated capacity. Or no, it's like 3,000 pounds, but this has a max of 1,500 pounds, so it's built for more than this thing should ever be hauling, hopefully. But that, I think I was saying in another video, it just allows me to not lose everything about my pickup truck. Like I said before, I had a 4-banger Tacoma. It really, I don't think that was meant to haul more than like a couple thousand pounds, so mostly I'm just going to be getting pellets. I use the back, I just put the back seat down from the last couple times when I get like 10 bags, and it's perfectly fine. I haven't seen any problems with that. I know like with the Civic, I put 5 bags in there and it's it's right on. The suspension's not liking it too much. But other con, stalled for the second time, 1 month in, 2 stalls, and they're both for the same reason. This for me, I think it's a con. I don't really like it too much. Like, yeah, it's nice on the hills that you're not rolling backwards into people, but it has like a brake assist. But even, I feel like if you sit on the brake long enough, it's usually like if I come to a stop sign, I have to like feather the clutch a little bit and pressing the gas for it to, it still catches on like flat ground. Like it's always, so it always has that half a second where you think you're gonna go, and then I've had a couple times where I go and I feel like I got rear-ended because it just like jolts you, like you're looking back like, did the person behind me, like, and like it's kind of like a loud, almost bang to it, so like it almost sounds like someone, you know, the person smacked you from behind. But again, I think it's just something I have to get used to. This sun's really having fun here, isn't it? Like I said, there's not many cons to this thing, but again, I'm only a month in. We're at just a little over 2,200 miles. So from the last video when I was driving, that was like a 120 mile trip each way, and then this was, I think, another 75 miles each way to go to the dealership. So I'm just racking those miles up. It's great. Hopefully, yeah, definitely keeping the Civic for the summer, just to at least beat some miles on that for just nice days when it's going to work or whatnot. Because I really don't want to put too many miles on this thing. Even though it doesn't matter right now, because I think I was saying in another video, I was looking at like 2018 Crosstreks. They had 100,000 miles on them, and they were selling those at on like cars.com and whatnot for 21,000. I think I said in another video, this one is release day. I always like when people start rolling. This was 24.9 or 25.1 or something like that. So you're telling me 100,000 miles, you're only getting $4,100 off. That's insane. I know everything's messed up right now with inflation, but $4,000. And you know they probably, you know, even if they took it on trade-in, they're probably still giving them 17, 18,000. So even that, you're looking at, new car for right now. But rumbling on those rumble strips. Yeah, none of this lane assist thing, on my car. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here. Said not too much that I can think of. Still have to pick up a. I think I sent another video, or maybe it was in the beginning of this video. I still need to pick up a utility trailer, but they are expensive right now. Again, inflation, gotta love it. So hopefully I can find one on Craigslist, or Tractor Supply will come down in the next couple months. Nothing I can really think of right now that I really have to get to haul wise. So I think I can take my time on this one and wait for a good sale, or like I said, wait for one to come up on Craigslist. But again, inflation, probably going to be expensive on there too. Alright, check back with you guys in the next video. See ya!